How many tickety times it take for Shane's mama to get moist before her moisture levelizations go through the roof of the 10,000 battered ripper is needless, neither here nor there's with cankles above the legs of the heads with the feet above the handstands of how many kegels it takes to get the morning time to do off the backsplash of the sunshine in the morning time or where bony starts to pop off the bone chickity chain. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. That's right. We gotta stay frank, strong up in this money. We stronger together than we's divided by the oceans of the deep blue seas. Before the beluga whales could chew the belucious whales of the bubble gums of the bubble yums of how many times you gotta spit on my backsplash before you bust says can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Y'all at your boy, we starving out here. I know that I put too much kitty litter in my sandwiches. I do know that I put too much kitty litter in my crunchy turn nuggets. I do know that I ain't got no brains. Maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains in the chickity chat? Unless you trying to get Boney to bust out the bone chain, and then we need reconfigurations of a downtown reach around for how we can contract negotiate the prices with Mama San at the massage parlor. I need my dim sums and my new news. Can I get some brains? If you really want to dive in my dumpster, you could go play in peekaboo with your boy all you want. It does not mean that the whooshy is gonna take a little bit less more cushy for the pushies of the tushies of my cushy pushy tushies. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Y'all, it's your boy. We starving out here. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Do you hear me fine? I think I was a little silent. Hold on, man. I'm gonna see. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chicken chat? Well, I'm trying to reconfigure the configurations of how the shake game on point, huh? That is right. If you want to get that shake game on point, you need to get a Zombie Co brand bone chain. You got to get down to these big ass, small ass storage units. These yard birds over here getting down to this storage units quicker than they could get FedExual on your boy. I did not know anybody taught them how to use a USPS. I thought exclamation points was not gonna be inconclusively into where the intellectual properties is gonna be getting taken by your boy because I am gonna have to unpeel that box back and throw a new. And then I owe more child supports. That's a wrong ticketed time, Z. Wrong time, Z. But Nosy knows that that's the type of time your boy behind all the ticket. Peekaboo, peekaboo. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. That's right, zombie coat brand typey wipies. I be clam slamming my camel toe before I could tongue punch my moose knuckles. You try to tongue punch my moose knuckle on a day ending in a Y, you better be ready to happy to have to throw them happy hands, cause my moose knuckle is turning up, turned down for what? We ain't turning down for nothing's in the roof. In the 10 town battle river, the roof is about to disintegrate to the moisture levels that Shane's mama will not ever get to be able to heavens. Can I get some free Shanes in the chickity chat, y'all? While you doing the meantime and the meanwhiles of the ham slams or the clam slams does do I have a positive says to how many positives says to how many attorneys I do need to lift the legs above my head and throw new news doing to the court costs of the contract negotiations of how many ticketed times I am going to have guns to rear my mouth as says while Boney getting really happy with those nice Taiwanese ladies of the peekaboo. Can I get some brain? I almost pulled the whole earring out of my ear again. all the tickety time. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains in the chickety chat? Y'all, staying Frank Strong ain't as easy as it looks. You think you could just go out there and get bony on a bone chain, and then next thing you know, you're gonna get them Frank Strong results. That's not how it works. It don't work like that for free 99 on a downtown reach around. It is not the way the Avaposit are gonna shoot them Nerf bullets up that backsplash. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that had some brains. You jealous, your boy Richard. How many beef sleeves your wife hitting today's? I heard she been hitting multiples on multiples. I've been talking to little birdies up in the skies of the skylines where the trees rest the hornet's nest. And they be talking about your wife be hitting them multiples with that beef sleeve while you's out there sleeping in the kitchen in your omelets. You trying to have cheese and eggs and bakies, and your wife out there throwing the hustle muscles around. Hola, I'm OZ. Can I get some brains in the chickity chat, y'all? If you maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that got some brains, y'all, it's your boy. I know that I like to clam slam off of guys' pies, and I know that my clam slam be getting stretched out due to the amount of beef sleeves I be hitting multiples on multiples on multiples on multiplication, where the algebra doesn't add up when I put a decimal point. It does not equal pi. Definitely don't equal a guy's pies. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. They are sending me money. I hold my sign down by the road. I hold a nice sign by the road. I write it with my douche juice. It's got that brown sound. It stinks, especially when the sun hits it. But I write my sign with my douche juice, and it says, "I'm a veteran of foreign veterans," and then nobody ever gives me no money. So ain't nobody giving me no money, son. I live in a tent down by the river. Can I get some brains? Yeah, Zombie Brand WYP be hitting different when them new news be throwing them shockers and them blockers prior to the premiere, the foreplay of the four game, or when the new news do hit that shocker blocker before gravity hits in. Once gravity hits, we's in a whole load of douche juices. We talking about douche juices shooting up the backsplash to the all the way to the front side of my pre-WYP. Flippity dibbity. My pre-WYP was I'm wrong. No wonder my backsplash looking the way it is. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. You guys to pre-WYP up and get the eyeballs off my WYP, off my. If you want to clam slam with me, can you just ask me on a date and then get me some dim sums? Cause I got a nice Taiwanese girl that's gonna take me out, and she's got a nice big bony that I need to I need to handle some things. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Y'all, it's your boy. You be starving. There will be no private douche juice yet. Can I get some brains, y'all? Hola, I'm OZ. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some brains in chickity chat? Welcome to the banana family. This is the dark side eating interwebs. They call me El Presidente of these parts. And we assembling a whole line of low lines of douche juices to keep y'all plugged in. Sometimes you need a battery recharger for the battery charge for the diaper wipies. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Y'all let your boy be starving. Tell him, Frank, you can only stay Frank strong for so liggity long without keeping Boney on a bone chain unless you want to be on mad child supports the way your boy be on mad child supports. And I do not recommend them recompenses for how many ticketed times my child support's got to come out of my recklessness and checklists. Now I'm necklaces and pearls with Jeff Fa up on my Boney. And now Boney's drippy dippy and not in a good way. We talking about somebody better shoot a pill in my juice caboose. Peekaboo. Hola, I'm OC. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some brains and chickity chat, y'all? Well, I do this for entertainment purposes only and to inform you that if you're gonna bust, you need to let me know when you bust. Don't send it on my snatches tomorrow. Don't send it on my snatches next week. I need the money shot meow, right now, not tomorrow. I'm trying to take it easy on Boney, but he wants to get Sandpaper involved. Boney's talking about Sandpaper. The handcuffs is not rough enough. He wants it rougher. He likes the rougher and the fluffer and the stuffer and the regular balls up in the chickity check. Y'all starting to go down on the downtown reach around on my claim slam, and you know that nosy knows that this is no time for those things. This is not the time and place that we trying to figure out how many times the rose will make you jackhammer on the clitoral range before you gotta bust out the back up with the piggly wiggly squiggly. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickity chat, y'all? YouTube. You already know. I need the eyeballs up. It's naughty, YouTube. Why you gotta be so naughty? I'm just trying to get you to sit on my noo. Can I get the eyeball up? Eyeballs up. Naughty YouTube. I'm trying to figure out how to blew my noo before you blew him the blue chew in my mouth hole. Eyeballs up. My clam slam be slamming off of my clam slam off of my noo before my noo could hit a clam slam. Naughty, YouTube. Naughty. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickity check? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Does your diaper wipey smell like a sewage wreck that you can't turn away from? And then the lighter that you light your next diaper wipey on fire with turns into a whole dumpster diving fire, and then the next thing you know, you got 5 raccoons shoved up the backside of your juice caboose, and they're being naughty, going diggity down on your clam slam. Naughty, YouTube. Naughty. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody. Eyeballs up. Naughty, YouTube. Naughty. Hola, I'm OC. Welcome back to the dark side. Can I get some brains in the chickity chat? That's right, we starving. We trying to inform y'all how to stay frank strong. Y'all want to stay ignorant. The drama laminess. How many tickety times it takes to go down on a clam slam. Balls up. Naughty YouTube. Naughty. Grandma says that y'all being naughty. Balls off of my clam slam. My clam slam be getting super moist. Unlike Shane's mama. If you want Shane's mama to get moist, can I get some free Shane's in the chickity chat, y'all? Free Shane. Free. Unless you want his mama to be dry as your boy wearing a zombie coat brand. Balls up. Naughty. Zombie coat brand that be wipey, son. Turtle heads popping out the front side of the back side of the juice caboose. That is not moistures. That actually gets a little bit of that sticky situations where you might have to unclog that money with a piggly wiggly squiggly. You might have to unclog that money with nosy. You might have to unclog that money with a berry sock. Take the socks off in this liggity live. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Eyeballs. Naughty. You making me whip you with my berry cock in her socks. Naughty. Berry's cock is all in her. Grandma be busting off the multiples. Why you think the backsplash look at patina like this, son? You think we get the ripples from this? From now using Barry's cockstock? Naughty, naughty, naughty YouTube. Balls. Off of my clam slam. You're getting Barry sleepy. Naughty YouTube, naughty. Balls up in the chickity chat. I'm trying to prevent the prevention of the preventions that's keeping my child support on my backsplash while Skip using his hustle muscle at all the Olive Gardens. You think that you can toss salads better than Skip? Try again. He is the master of the new. Why you think he ain't got a jaw? Naughty YouTube, naughty. Balls up. He got the best news. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that's some brains. Naughty YouTube. Take them cocksocks off the cocks. Naughty, naughty, naughty. We get the balls off of my clammy slammy. I've been giggling all liggity live. Nosy knows that I've been hitting multiples on multiples on multiples. And y'all staying ignorantes with the scamitas and the calientes of how many tickety times a tippity tap can actually hit a multiples. That is not fair. That is looking very sus. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody got some brains. Can I get the eyeballs up? Naughty YouTube. Naughty, naughty, naughty. I thought that we were gonna do a communications, like we could like get the ATM, the money out the ATM, maybe leaves a little money on the dresser. Eyeballs up. Naughty YouTube. Naughty, naughty, naughty. I will leave a little bit of money on the dressers if you want to eat a free tasty treat out of my diaper wipey. Eyeballs. I know my clan slam looking fresh to death. I've been giggling. Thank you. Eyeballs up in the chickity chat. Naughty YouTube. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains in the chickity chat, y'all? I will sit on your poop and raise you a new. Shove that Tootsie Roll down my new. Maybe know somebody that has some brains. Y'all, that's your boy. Could I get the eyeballs up in the chickity? Naughty YouTube. Naughty, naughty, naughty. I thought that we was going to finally figure out the best way to throw a shocker than a blocker. Next thing I know, Grandma's stealing my glizzies, and y'all in cahootness with Grandma, and that's naughty, naughty, naughty YouTube. Eyeballs up. They will not send me any money while I'm holding the sign down by the river. My river sign, I'll make that money out of my diaper wipies. Pre-used diaper wipies, 100% douche juice. Can I get the eyeballs? You want to stay plugged in, huh, son? Oh, yeah. Maybe if you like had something better to do with your time, you could like be productive and do a thing of your own. Because that if you were to do that, I would invite you along with the ride of the dark side. But too bad you ain't got no brains. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Maybe you want to keep your eyeballs on my clam slam. Look at that gooch shot. Dang. Put my balls in your mouth again. Naughty, naughty, naughty. My balls is blue as Shane's mama's. And my plug is squeaky deaky. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Maybe you would have a wheel of your own. Banana lights, Plinko. I mean, like, maybe you would have a thing like a hetero life mate like Skip. If you could ever get your eyeballs off of my clam slam, eyeballs up in the chickity chat. Naughty. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Somehow, I turned my phone all the way off with whipping it. I don't know what I did. Yeah, we're disgusting and we're not discussing. Yes. What in the world's going on? Frank, are you here? Frank! Frank, are you here? I need my imaginary friend. The minus numbers is running in pluses, and the minuses is running in minuses, and the pluses are running in minuses, and the tiny mice is running off of my glizzies. Are you here, Frank? Frank, I need to know what Boney is off the bone chain. My numbers is looking like magicals, like the chocolate Cadbury Keister bunny egg holes. How many Keister egg holes Boney done busted in the backsplash of how many baby mama number drama llama baby mama drama llamas. I got some numbers in my tickety. Frank, are you here, Frank? I need to know what you're. I think that this is an imaginary thing. My numbers is in minuses. We got negative people in this chickity chat. How's the numbers go to negative when it was positive before I ended it with the whippets of the thing? Y'all being not. Frank, are you here? Look at the 5G, Frank. Frank, the 5G is against your boy. Boney about to be having to owe me more child supports in the morning time, Frank. Are you here, Frank? I'm trying to mow my grass with my lawnmower at 7 in the morning, son. You do not talk about the headlamp that I got on my keister hole while I'm trying to mow my grass at 7 in the morning, son. I'm trying to get my child supports back. Frank, are you here, Frank? These guys trying to expose your boy for mowing my grass with my lawnmower at 7 in the morning, son. My keister carrots is popping out the backside of my douche juice caboose quicker than y'all can get your rock ball. Why you keep looking at my clam slam? Frank, are you here, Frank? I need to know that Frank is here. It's naughty, chickity chat. Y'all being naughty. I need to know that Frank's here. Where's Frank at? I need to know that my imaginary friend about to help me with my light pack on my sunblast on my backsplash. How many times I'm gonna get a tickety 10? Cause these numbers is running in negatives and positives to where I might have to use a light bulb. Frank, where you at? They're saying you don't like me anymore, Frank. They're saying you whopping, Frank. Frank, the chickity chat talking about you know what my attorney and my attorney assistants and my princess and the puppet baby is doing with my glizzies and my noses and my diaper wipies, Frank. They saying you in cahootnesses, Frank. What's going on down under? What is really going diggity eyeballs up in the chickity chat, y'all? They saying you whopping with my ovipositor, Frank. You see the words coming out of the chickity chat? I'm reading numbers, son. They talking about you hopping with grandma. Where's my glizzies at? Why you try to do a downtown reach around and try to treat your boy with the uppermost noo-noos? Respecting sister, while you throwing noo-noos, you gonna go do a downtown reach around while your boy is distracted? Woo, woo. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody there, maybe know somebody there's some brains. Jolly, it's your boy. We starving out here. Well, I know that they know that. I know that you know that. I know that they know that. I know that you know that. I know that they know that. I need the eyeballs. Nope, in the chickity chat. Whilst trying to stay frank, strong, all meaning while this is and the lusts and the sustuals are where the suscumbers do equals to downtown reach around that equal to thuses and conclusions, additions to subtractions, and how many additions you could add to the multiplications, and how many times it divided by a decimal point plus in conclusion. If the bony raincoat don't fit, you're gonna have to owe more child support. Boney trying to get that sandpapers on it. He wants that gripper stripper. He talking about we need the loosest hustle muscle available to mankind. If anybody knows where the loosest hustle muscle available to mankind is, Boney would really greatly appreciate that money, son, and so would your boy, so that Boney could like stop owing me more and more child supports. I would rather have to pay child supports to 1 yard bird than a 17. Ain't no, ain't no, ain't no, ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains in chickity chat, y'all? Hola, mi amo Z. Staying Frank strong ain't as easy as it seems, huh, Frank? Everybody thinks backflips of Franks is all fun and games till you dislocate a hip and you slide a disc, and then the next thing you know, you got grandma's toes in your mouth, and now you owe grandma more child support than you did in the morning time because Boney be popping up and now the socks is off. I'm not even sure if I do still have Boney's raincoat. I might have it somewhere. I'm not sure. I threw away a lot of things for no reason. Pretty fun thing. Thanks for reminding me of that, Richard. No, I'm on Shane's mama's lap. When are you gonna get off of mine? If you maybe know somebody, then maybe know somebody that has some brains. Support's down. Hey, for real, the timer says we're at a negative 251 colon backsplashes, 46 colon backsplashes 22. Is that, did we break the time space continuum, y'all? That might be like the whole entire number of time I have on Liggity Live on YouTube, because, like, for real, that's a crazy ass number. So that's seconds, that's the minutes, that's the hours. 251 hours in the negative. There's no way I've been that Liggity Live that long. I'm not definitely not negative Liggity. I mean, maybe that negative. I mean, maybe that's how many hours I had as a banana. Banana. No. No, make a baby mad. You make a baby mad by going diggity down with the eyeballs on my clam slam. You gonna make a baby mad. No, make a baby mad. You make me suck my thumb. I will pull Boney right off the bone chain and make you do a downtown reach around in order to make me cost you more child supports. How you like me now? Peekaboo, peekaboo. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody they got some brains. Could you holler at your boy? We starving. Trying to stay Frank strong is not as easy as it looks. Tell him Frank. Easy if it was that is easy. Wouldn't you think that everybody be doing them tiggity things? It's not that easy. No, Boney will stay in my diaper wipey. While you go diggity down, you could just imagine what's underneath my diaper wipey. Unless you wanna sit on my nunu, you could just imagine what's in the diaper wipey. Where your eyeballs go diggity down. I got a plug for that. If you wanna plug your plug into my plug, we could go plug the plug, and you could just use your imagination on what's in my diaper wipey, son. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brain. I am okay. Why you think I'm petting the front side of my diaper wipey? Boney popping up. And then they want Boney to pop out. And this is not my ostrich farm. I do not even know how to go liggity live over there. I asked a nice man in there. He popped out a Boney bone chain on your boy. He's a nice guy. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains in the chickity chat, y'all? I'm extra sober. Yeah, that was a good joke to lead me into, dude. Like, ain't no brains here. I really like your question. I would rather fight a bear-sized chicken than all the other ones. I mean, the other ones look like they got like lasers in their eyeballs and things. Like, I don't want no parts of them. Naughty, naughty, naughty. I'll take the one on. I'll bite a hyena in his nuts to make sure that I win that fight. I'll bite you in the nuts if you want to fight me. Ask Skip how many times your gooch been in my mouth, Skip, when we fighting. How you think he owes me so much child support? Naughty YouTube, naughty, naughty, naughty. Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickity chat? It's naughty, naughty, naughty YouTube. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Maybe you ever went to go gooch to mouth with your boy without a diaper wiping on. You're gonna have to cost me a little bit of money because my child support rents is gonna go through the roof at a 10 down by the river. Like Shane's mama's moisture levels will never ever peek at again. Can I get some free Shanes so Shane's mama can maybe try to get moist again? We need some free Shanes in the chickity chat, y'all. You cannot see what's in the diaper wipey. You can just rub it, pet it. Naughty, not, no, no, naughty, naughty, naughty. I do know that they know that. I know that you know that. They know that everybody really wants what's inside of this diaper wipey. We will not be selling it at my shop. We will sell t-shirts and whips and plugs, squeaky, fuzzy plugs. Fuzzy meaning baby bonies that's looking larger than that. Red jets that's eyeballs up in the chickity chat. Why y'all being naughty, YouTube? Naughty. I know y'all want to pet my pocket goblin, but my glizzy blasters steady hitting them new-news. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. You could pet my turtle head though. You could even lick it, lick it, lick it. It tastes like the morning time. Eyeballs up. Naughty, naughty, naughty YouTube. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. That's right. I need some free Shane's in the chickity chat. Shane's mama can't pet my pocket goblin if her glizzy master be going on a Boney's new quest and how many keister eggs we got to collect through the throat hustle muscle before we got to go to the Waffle House and grandma gonna be popping up like the morning time like Boney. Not balls up. Naughty YouTube. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Thought we were having like a time where we could take our socks off and then maybe like put the sock on the tip of Pony and enjoy ourselves. But y'all keep going diggity down on my clam slam. Eyeballs up in the chickity chat, y'all. Naughty YouTube, naughty. You gonna make me slap you with my cock sock, bury my cock in her sock. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Eyeballs up in the chickity chat. It's naughty, naughty. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy? We starving out here. I know that you know that. I know that you know that. They know that. I know that these roses from Team will be hitting multiples on multiples. It doesn't matter what type of setting you got it on. It just has to have this whole that tongue game thing that is not real. That's real. The tongue game thing on these things, that is not real. The suction of the vortex, though, that is real. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains. When are you gonna sit on my nunu though? Cause my nunu be hitting multiples way worse than this roses. When are you gonna sit on my nunu? Can I get the eyeballs off of my clamp? Boney try to get up in this picture. He trying to shake off the bone chain. We is not trying to owe more child supports. That's why I'm trying to play with the roses and my nunus. When are you gonna sit on my nunu? You making me more moist every time you tippity tap. Grandma gonna short on my backsplash. Y'all keep tippity tapping. I know that the rose does create a helium vortex that's pleasurableness. That ain't got nothing on my nunu. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy? Can I get the eyeballs up in the chickadee chat? That's naughty, YouTube. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Eyeballs up. Peekaboo. 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 Ain't brains here. Naughty, YouTube. Naughty, naughty, naughty. You think that the Piggly Wiggly Squiggly got anything on your boy's Nunu? Not with the suctions of the suction cup of the little cuffing with the lip down. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains in the chickadee chat, y'all? No, I will not show you, but I will show everybody soon. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Can I get some brains in the chickadee chat, y'all? Somebody somewhere soon gonna find out how my Nunu be hitting them multiples and grandma capping that my glizzy blaster don't hit multiples. And that also, it doesn't matter what kind of toe you suck on, as long as you sucking on toes. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy? We starving out here. What way is this number going? It's going all weird way. I mean, I don't know what this is. I think I sucked us into a helium vortex of something different. Like a parallel universe of the YouTube. I have to wait for seconds. Can I get 35 seconds, y'all? Counting it down, Richard. How many times is your wife gonna bust on that beef sleeve in 26 seconds, son? We got 23. So what's a countdown? We're counting down. What is this a countdown for? Hold on, I'm gonna see. Welcome back to the dark side. Thank you guys for tibbity. Wrong place. Hell yeah, y'all. Thank you guys for laughing. Thank y'all for taking your socks off. And what in the hell is this a countdown for? Is this a countdown for a self-combustion? Or how many do I do my banana peel straight, flip off my camel toe while y'all Gucciing it up with my gooch? Balls up in the chickadee chat, y'all. Ain't nobody worried about Skip's corner. Skip over here tattletaling. Outside tattletaling all the tickety time. Ain't nobody worried about Skip's corner. Except you, Richard. Yeah, that's how I do my things. I usually throw news at Shane's mama, and the next thing I know, my plug comes out looking squeaky clean. Why you gotta encourage Skip all the time, Frank? You're gonna get an avapaz slap. Bad Frank, bad Frank, bad Frank, bad Frank, bad Frank. You get an avapaz slap. Bad Frank, bad Frank, bad. My imaginary friend over here trying to scoop up all Shaboy's kitty litters for I could even get a little crunchy turd nuggets for myself. That balls up in the chickadee chat, y'all. Hell yeah, y'all. Well, I do have to say that I don't know what in the hell this countdown is for, but somewhere when I flipped off the screen and flipped it back on, we got like a negative 251 hours. Not sure what that means. It's a countdown to something. But there's no way I'm gonna be live all the time. I'm not gonna be live all the time. How am I supposed to stay live for 251 hours, Frank? Boney gonna bust out the bone chain. Boney gonna be shriveled devil looking like I'm flipping a minute with Skip's mama's douche juice caboose, and Shane's mama just got pre-dried up. There's no way I could ever freaking stay liggity live for 251 hours. I could barely stay liggity live for 20 minutes without catching a banana. I am the Banana King. How in the hell am I supposed to stay liggity live for 251 hours, YouTube? While you doing the countdown and tickety, boom, 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 tickety, ticking, that money's down when I down the eyeballs. Going diggity down on my clam slam. How in the hell am I supposed to go liggity live for 251 hours, son? I ain't having nobody finger bang that sub. I ain't having nobody finger bang that bell. They ain't liking the notifications to go and diggity down on my clam slam. I do know that if you pet the front side, Boney gonna pop up and you might end up being a recipient of some child supports. Can I get some bread? How in the hell am I supposed to get 251 hours of liggity live and when I can barely go for once then 2 hours? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hola, mi amo Z. I'm from planet Earth. Where are you from? Oh, that's interesting. It's pretty interesting there, huh? Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy and get the eyeballs up in the chickity chat? Unless you want to keep Boney busting out that bone chain, which is not imperative to the imperialism. How many times it takes to get Frank strong. Because peekaboo, the loads of douche juice is shooting out my backsplash. Got some pre-diaper wipey. Extra stretchy. I am hold on, I'm OZ. If that don't answer your questions, I don't have any other answer for you, son. Hell yeah, y'all. Thank y'all for laughing. Thank y'all for tapping. Thank y'all for doing these things with your boy. I'm about to do some things, yo. We're about to do some things. I couldn't do it without each and every one of y'all with your supporting the things and the stuff. Like, for real, the way I'm able to move and operate is because I already started off with the best team, right? Right, Frank? We start off with the best team, and then we got to weed out some of the stuff, which unfortunately is what some of today's events have been, is weeding out stuff that I can't control what I do. So ain't no way I can control what anybody else does. So if somebody does something out of control and stuff, I mean, there's no way I can control that. So if they're already balls to walls out of control when I get to this point where I'm like, maybe this person, and they're all balls to walls out of control, ain't a fucking thing I could do except for get the eyeballs, go off the chicken to chain the way I do, which is nice and fluffy and lighthearted with diaper wipies and glizzy blasters hitting multiples where grandma says multiples don't get hit on division and subtractions or where to put the decimal points is. What's going on with these weirdos down there? Hey, weirdos. You're being weird even for us. Don't don't do it, Frank. My favorite band is not a band. My favorite music is Tech Nine. And then I base a lot of my business practices off of Tech Nine and their business model. And they don't even freaking like me. They send trolls after me. But that's part of where my beef with Muck Sticky's at right now. Muck Sticky, you want the smoke, son? I'll battle rap your ass right here on YouTube for sure. I ain't giving it away on fucking TikTok. Fuck that. You want to battle rap me here on YouTube, Muck Sticky. Send some of these monies up in here. You ain't got enough nuts to battle rap me on YouTube because I'll annihilate you, son. All right, thank you for coming over here and busting multiples on the dark side of the YouTubes, the internets, the interwebs of how many tickety times it takes to get the spider webs cleared out before you could even throw a new into grandma's snatch chats. Can I get some balls up in the chickity chat? You know brains here. You maybe know somebody. Maybe know somebody that has some brains. Yeah, Timu Joker, very original. People only call me that every fucking day. The chains are as fake as your grill, son. Do you got to take your dentures out before you become Boney's new neckmaster? Because you know Boney loves them gummy, nummy gummies. You already know that. Why I'm paying you an extra free 99 on top of the free 99 I'm paying you in the first place. Why I could even bust on your backsplash and lick it back up after you bust on mine. That's the only way we could have this contract negotiations. I need to bust on your backsplash, then you bust on mine, and we lick it both off. We lick. I don't know how we're gonna figure out how to lick it both off at the same time because our mouths are gonna be both going in different ways. Maybe Richard's wife could get involved, and we could figure that out. No, Richard. We do not need no girls involved. We need Richard. Even Richard's like nothing to see here. Nothing to see. I don't know what the hell he was. I'm nothing to see here. Ain't nothing to see here. Hey, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here at all. Hands up and chickity check. Y'all having a happy day. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. When you get Richard, like, I don't know shit about a beef sleeve, son. Ain't no, I don't know. I got my socks off. But Boney, I don't know what's, I don't know what's, when you get Richard, like, hands up, I don't even know what you were about to sign me up for next up. Balls up in the chickity chat. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Naughty YouTube, naughty. Can I get the balls up? Grandma claims that she only hit the rose once, but why is there bustus on there twice? Oh, well, we're on a time space continuum where 251 hours to the negative is where this time clock stops. And I do not have enough time to make this work, but damn. Uh, yeah, it's saying that I've been going liggity. We on a countdown for 251 hours and 24 minutes. That's a lot of numbers. No, I'm in a tent down by the river. I thought that you were. I mean, you're brand new. Hola, I mean, I want to see. Welcome to the dark side. Good to see you're still breathing. We starving over here. Oh, that's a great joke, JB the cook. Take that back to the drawing board and then throw a bunch of shit at it, and then send me a picture because that's way better than that joke you just said. I'd rather see shit thrown at a freaking whiteboard or whatever the hell. Wherever you throw it. I mean, throw it at the door, whatever. Write that joke on something and throw a bunch of shit at it. I mean, it'd be better if you light it on fire as well, but you know, I mean, it just has to have the douche juice on there. I am, except for I had got the money to where I threw it, Magic Johnson at it. Thanks for noticing. You ain't never been lost in a 10-town by the river before, huh, son? You don't even know about what it's like to be lost in a 10-town by the river, huh, son? Tell him, Frank. See my imaginary friend even down there ghosting on you. Y'all looking like clowns. Y'all looking more clown than me. Y'all looking like you're loosening my clam slam. And Boney just went and ran that money up through the chickadee chain of the downtown reach around talking about the gummy bears is free 99 today, son. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. V and Frank out there getting them, huh? Meow. How many times, son, you be hitting them multiples? Do you even put the rose to the tip of your bony and then let the backsplash hit you in the mouth? How do you know if you eating enough pineapple on the daily if you don't taste your own stuff? You don't want to get high on your own supplies, but you at least want to taste the product. You know what I'm saying? I mean, especially if you're drinking enough pineapple juice, you at least want to taste it to make sure old girl gonna be like satisfied, right? I think. At least that's what I do. Can I get some brains? Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that maybe know somebody that has some brains. Could you holler at your boy? We starving out here, trying to spin the block, but we keep spinning the wheel and landing on red. And the aliens are in cahoots as to what grandma or how to steal my get good glizzies. Oh, bye, guy. You look like you need to hit that rose from Timu. Let us know when you bust, but we're not gonna know because you got muted. Haha, hell yeah, y'all. Thank you guys for laughing and tippity tapping. I have zero idea what this countdown is for, but I am totally annihilated and exhausted. I don't even know how I'm standing right here in front of y'all. It's a freaking miracle of science. So, I'm gonna have to say until next time, y'all. Bones down, shockers up. For loveliness, says how many fluffy cloud pillows you could lay your areolas on. Keep breathing. Ain't no brains here. You maybe know somebody that has some brains. Holla at your boy. We starving out here. Phony